Hello Aries, welcome to Gracie's Gamut. Today I will be doing your money and career reading. Remember that this is a general reading, it's not personal. Take what's for you, but stick around long enough to know the difference. And it is timeless, so take the energy from when you see the read to a few weeks out. We're going to pull a Wisdom of the Oracle to kind of set a precedence on where you are, where you're going from here, what direction you may be heading in, whether you know it or not. Okay, what do we have for Aries at this time? Whoa, that's a lot. We will keep them though. Feels like a lot. Uh-oh. We have Never-Ending Story. We have To Be Fair. We have Between Worlds in the reverse here. That's a protection message. And we have Orphaned. I feel like somebody getting left out of something. This may be left out of a will. This could be left out of the family gathering, not being invited. This might happen all the time. Never-ending story feels like put yourself on a better path of not being so stressed about what you can't control other people and what they do. I feel like you have a lot more to your story than what has gone on thus far. With the To Be Fair, I feel like it's don't beat yourself up about some things that have went on or is going to happen coming up here for some of you. Everybody's in a different energy, a different level of this energy or a different phase of it. Start, middle, end, right? And we'll feel it differently if this is connected to something with you at all. The Between Worlds in the reverse here, I'm feeling like definitely feeling like you're kind of stuck. You're not going forward. You're staying feeling kind of stagnant, possibly. I wouldn't doubt if the Hangman comes out here at some point. You have Orphaned. Don't let this get overpower you, this feeling of lack or loss or being left out, whatever the case may be, and or why. I feel like for some of you, it seems like someone being on the other end of a scale where maybe friends you grew up with and what have you have become very successful, and the things that you have tried just weren't for you. Just know that they weren't for you. That may have not worked out because they weren't meant for you. You're meant for something different, something greater, possibly. I'm going to read from the book on these for you. I'll try to make it short, but I have to tell you what needs to be said. So there's that. We have the number 37. Never-ending story. Essential meaning: self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. Your prosperity message: fear, envy, procrastination, greed, and the perception of victimhood could all be active in your life at this moment. Are you comparing yourself with others, thinking their success should be yours? Maybe you're afraid of all the good things that is coming your way, so you step out of your lane, totally aware of what you're doing, but seemingly powerless to stop yourself. Are you back where you started, or in a situation that reminds you of past failures, financial insecurity scaring you? You must learn to love yourself through missteps and sabotaging moments. Use criticism constructively right now. Better yet, stop telling the story altogether. Make up a new one. Nice. To Be Fair, the number 38. That is funny because this was a 37 and we went on to a 38, moving on from it, getting over this. All right, essential meanings: balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. Your prosperity message: now is the time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail and you will be treated accordingly in all your affairs. You will be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you're compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiations. So remember that all things must be fairly recompensated. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. You might be in a court case, some of you, fighting for money owed to you because you put effort into something. You put, it just feels like getting what it is that you deserve fairly, being fairly compensated in a situation. Okay, we have the number 3, Between Worlds. This is a protection message. Essential meanings: Transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another. Temporary blindness, no man's land. Your protection message. In your work, sometimes you try things that have worked for others, hoping that you too will be successful. When this symbol appears, it reminds you that sometimes the path to your prosperity is a gamble. Win or lose, you can learn much from what comes of your wager. It's a good time to bet on your skills and talents in new and different arenas. Remain curious, and with the right combination of timing and luck, you will stumble upon something golden that will be unlike anything you've known before. All right, be mindful of your expectations. This is not a time for guarantees. Things will not go exactly as you plan or dictate. Let go and see what Spirit has in store. What takes hold in your life will be better than you can imagine. Very nice, very nice. Number 5. Orphaned. Essential meanings: a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. Your prosperity message. This card reminds you that you can't be all things to all people. You are not going to be popular with everyone, and that has to be okay with you. Be clear about your mission, your brand, your work persona, and your contribution to the world, as these must be based on what you authentically have to offer, not something you think will sell or you perceive they may want. You will attract abundance by being completely yourself. Stay in your own lane. That's where you will shine and where you'll experience prosperity. Wow. If you are trying to figure out something you can do to make money, I feel like something that you really are interested in, or possibly something that you're good at, is the way to go. Something that you already have a natural skill set for. All right, let's get into the body of your read here, Aries. What does Aries need to know at this time? What do they need to focus on? We have the King of Wands, learning things, maybe going to school, being in that mode where you're trying to find something out about yourself, about others. You might be, I feel like somebody at a computer Googling a bunch of stuff, trying to figure out what it is that they have to do to maybe start a specific business, or to maybe checking out schools as well. I feel like maybe being online, checking out different schools, like so you can take some courses from home. Very nice. It's all progress towards your future, right? And growth. We have, wow, this 7 of Swords has been in almost every read this week, I think. Don't sell yourself short. I feel like don't sell yourself short. You've got what it takes to I feel like you've got a lot of, you're good at talking to people. I feel like you Aries, you have this sternness about the way you talk, and it makes people feel like even when you don't know what the hell you're talking about, or what the hell direction you're going in, or if they're even going to buy it, this feels like the persuasion, like persuasion to get people to do what you want to do. That may be one of the skills that you have in life, that you need to use that to get ahead. Talk people into wanting the same things you do. Talk people into giving you that money for that loan, right? Talk people into believing that your business will succeed. Very nice. We have the the 9 of Wands, sorry, in the reverse. That may come up here. Everybody's burdens with something. The 9 of Wands is considered the wounded warrior. This is going, trying things time and again, and finally getting to that point where you are awarded whatever it is you've been working so hard to achieve. Finally getting it right this time. It is in the reverse. I feel like this may be, don't give up. Keep going. This may be you feeling like, you know, whatever I've done has not been the right thing. I'm going to give up on this. But don't. Keep it moving. I feel like there's more to this than meets the eye. Knight of Swords here. Slow down. Take a better look at what it is that you're doing, and what I feel like the path that you're going down. You need to change some things, and you need to. I really feel like selling yourself short. Trying to do things how other people have done it, and really you got to put your own. I feel like your personality. Put your own personality on it. Put your own spin on something. Slow down and take a deeper look at why things aren't working out quite the way you want them to. Anything else here for Aries? Woo! bunch of them jumped out here at a time. I have to tell you, though, there's a Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, overshadowing the read. I don't think it's, I think it's you beating yourself up. I still feel like that. It feels like someone here may be not succeeding or not going down the path that they want to for fear of getting hurt again, for fear of it not working again this time. We have the Death card in the reverse here. Let me see if I can move that down just a little more. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Something isn't going to work out again this time, I have to tell you. This Death card, I feel like it's not, it's a repeated process. It's something you've contributed time and effort into for some of you. On the other hand, I'm looking at these cards as if it's past tense because they're in the reverse. I feel like something that in the past that you stopped or it ended abruptly for whatever reason, you had to go on a different path, a different way, it ended. And you contributed time into this and effort, and your heart was into that, whatever it was. I do feel like whatever it is you love, you need to go for that again. Whatever it is that you were doing at that point in time when things changed for you, you need to look back on it and look how she's really focused on this. I feel like there's a lot of emotion was attached to this, and you need to think about going back. You can't go back in time, but you can go back to the way you felt at that time. And you have the Sun in the reverse. I feel like whatever it was, I'm gonna move these like this so that they fit properly. I feel like whatever it was that didn't work out or something that had changed it, it threw some shadow over top of, so that you couldn't see it. You know what I'm saying? So that you couldn't see that, and you kind of lost track of it. You kind of, it feels like you may have given up on it altogether, and over the course of time, you just completely let it be in the shadows, in the dark. I do believe that this is the time to think back on something that you once started and revive it. That's what I feel like. And don't let it stay in the shadows. All right, I am going to pull some cards for clarity on the energy that's already out here. What else does Aries need to know at this time about what is already out here, what's being said? Somebody's asking a question here. We have the shadow side in the reverse. You can change it around. You might feel like whatever it was a stupid idea. You might have had I feel like writing things down. This may be what happens. I feel like it was left in the dark. It's in a box somewhere in your attic or your basement, something like that, to that effect, like where you find it in an old folder as you're cleaning house, right? You're like, wow, I forgot all about this. And I do feel like it's definitely that is the case with this shadow side in the reverse. The shadow side is things being in the dark. Maybe that might be part of your fear of failure because it didn't work out. I don't think it's because you failed at it. I believe that life took over. Things that happened in your life at that time took over. And so you weren't able to finish accomplishing that goal. But you need to revert back to it. Okay, what else do we have here for Aries? Anything else they need to know about this energy that isn't present? Something they can't see. Whoa, okay. We have two cards that went flying. We have the High Priest in the reverse, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. I asked, is that what was coming out? I was asking if there's something you can't see, something that you that is key to your situation. You have the this High Priest. I feel like somebody. Wow. The High Priest, I think this is representing something, it's in the reverse, so I feel like it's past tense. Someone in your past is that, whatever situation you had with someone in the past is key to why things changed and went into a different direction than, than you originally planned. I'm going to, these came out together. Nine of Pentacles is about kind of sharing what you've accumulated, or I feel like sharing your knowledge, sharing your, and it can be just about Pentacles, sharing your household, your money. I know that there, I'm almost feeling like marriage, honestly. I'm feeling like maybe you went on a different path because you ended up, this person that came into your life, something that you shared things with, you shared time, you shared your life with, and it may have set this. You started a family. This is in a sense what I'm getting at. Let me cut it right to it. I feel like some of you started a family, and this, you need to go back to whatever it was you were working on at the time that you fell in love, and it caused you maybe to put everything on the back burner and forget. Life took you in another direction. You may even be divorced at this time with this Ten of Swords sitting up here. I almost feel like there's a possibility that you went on this direction with this person, and it changed the way life went for you, and now it's over, and it's somebody that may have caused you pain, but don't forget what you were doing at the time that this happened, that your life changed direction, because I feel like there's a prosperous time, an abundant, something of great value that you were doing then can be still used, and from the past. Okay. I know I'm talking a lot, but I have to sometimes. All right. Is there anything else Aries needs to know besides this energy here? Something that they have no clue about, I feel like saying. We have the King of Cups in the reverse. Okay, well, here we go. It came up. What is in this line? The Queen of Cups. You have the King of Cups in the reverse here. I'm going to put that there, clarifying that you weren't able to see that this person, and when a king and queen of the same suit come up, I feel like couple energy. I feel like a unity with it. It's a couple. It could be two friends that really get along. But in this case, I feel like this is someone that you married, someone that you married or devoted time with, and it took you away from where, and love pulled you in a direction away from where your financial successes were lying. And here it is. It's couple energy. It's definitely something that where you let a relationship get in the way. Oh. High Priestess. And it's funny that it jumped over here because you have the High Priest right here in the reverse, and here's the High Priestess in the reverse. So I'm going to put this right here. I really feel like you guys weren't thinking in the same way. This is in the past. This is you joining forces with someone, sharing your life, like I said, and I feel like they set off on a path that they weren't expecting to either. I think the both of you possibly did this. When you fell in love, everything else fell away. And it's time to get back to it. Okay. Anything else here for Aries? Anything else for Aries? Nope, nothing else. Wow. Okay, well, that's all they want to tell you for this week. Always, like I say, come back next week. Even if this energy doesn't feel like you, it may be because it wasn't your story to tell at this time. I'm going to pull a Queen of the Moon Oracle here. I will not be reading from the book on this energy. I am going to tell you how it makes me feel about your situations. And this will close your read. Okay, what does Aries need to know before I close the read? Is there anything else that you would like to tell them or want them to focus on, or maybe something coming up here that they're not aware of? Okay, we have a few. Well, we have two, to be exact. We have extremes, and we have power. Extremes and power. Be careful of working yourself. Some of you may be causing injury. I'm feeling almost like injury or mental breakdown because you are just you're working so hard at this time. When I everything I say can be a separate energy for someone else. I feel like this is the case here. This is talking of someone who puts in way too many hours at work. You're at work more than you're home. This is this person I'm talking to, and you need to be careful of that. For I feel like illness, because I'm looking at this cup. I almost feel like Alka-Seltzer or taking pills with water. So just be mindful of that. We have power, though. I feel like overall this is the mind frame that you're getting into, or that you will be getting into. You've got you're going to get over whatever these insecurities are that you may have, and you're going to get back to the root of whatever this was that you used to do or used to work on earlier in life. I do feel like you have it in you, and this is telling you, the Spirit's telling you, you've got everything you need. You might not be able to see it right now, but you do have everything you need. I feel like for somebody, you need to use the power of the full moon. And it's funny because it is the full. I just realized it is these cards, these Queen of the Moon oracles are based on the moon phases, and this is the full moon. Using the power of the full moon to set some intentions into place. This upcoming full moon, I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, Aries, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe. Join my community here if you want to. Have a great week. I will see you next video.